was all I never
I don't always like videos, but when I do, I always prefer Crypto. Trade wisely, my friends.
Gary was a man who thought he could do crypto, sharing at the SEC.
You're locked, you see. And please subscribe, and if you like what we do, then smash that like button too.
Are you trying to find financial freedom by trading and investing in them there cryptocurrencies? But are you having a hard time being profitable and making them winning trades? Well, you can get all that knowledge and a whole lot more just by watching the Crypto Chart School playlist over here at the Road Dog Crypto channel. You just go right down here where it says Chart School, you click that full playlist, and voila! They got all the knowledge right there.
Check, check. A little bit of a rocky start there. I think things are getting pretty good now. I had to update OBS, so threw me for a little loop there, trying to get my music going. Sorry for a little delay. Get started here in just a minute. Pumpy pump day for Bitcoin. So are you bullish or are you bearish? Check right quick. Sounds a little low. Don't know why. Let me try that again. Buenos dias, people. How we doing today? MexC Drum. I like that name. Hey, welcome to the show, man. Takes me back to the 80s with Max Headroom. He's a bit of an influence on me. Not a member is in the house. Not a member been lurking a lot of the streams lately. You have to jump in and out. That's no problem, man. So, doing a little audio tweaks here, whatnot. had to update OBS, so usually some surprises going on when that happens. And look at that, just loop over again. Do one more quick mic check here just to make sure my music's not too overpowering. Just don't feel like I'm getting much out of my mic. This says I'm blasting. Check, check. I think this will work right here. No camera again tonight, just me, my voice, and the bubbles, and you guys, the best guys, the cool guys. So pretty interesting day, right? Nice little pump out of some of these coins. I mean, still not to the levels that we want to see. However, INJ's looking pretty juicy. So hard to get a good deal on that coin anymore, I'm telling you. Yet I still try. Stack's got a nice little bump up again. QNT looking a little bit better than $99. Come on. Filecoin still kind of stuck in a low. BB seems to be suddenly gaining on us. Maddox taking an upturn, although got a little pullback going on. Pretty interesting. Let's look at the degen coins. Ooh, what's happening over here, man? Zick. Don't even know what these things are. Pogai. Salt. Salt has been around for a long time, man. That is actually a lending protocol, and I'm just kind of surprised about that one. Because I know it's still active and still works, right? Just haven't seen that in a while. It's an oldie. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully you guys have been able to get in some good trades over the weekend. I'm going to take a quick look at Bitcoin here. It's on the 15-minute chart. For guys that you don't know, we have a secret trading group on this channel. There are some free links hidden around somewhere in the description. Otherwise, it costs $5,000 a month. But it's secret. Only elite can get in. It's exclusive. Everybody is welcome here. Earlier in the group, though, where was I? I think just in the lounge area, just where we usually just kind of chat and everything. Threw this out on the 15-minute there to see if we can blow that up a little bit larger so we can see that. Bitcoin, this is on the 15-minute chart. Actually, I think that's where I'm at now on the big chart. Falling or rising channel, right? We had this little kind of falling wedge right here we broke that up, but we were mostly in a channel. And this was the bottom here. Let's see if we can move this over a little bit. So kind of making a double bottom scenario there, right? Just lost that chart. There we go. Wish there's a way I could blow this up a little bit. But anyway, we're in a rising channel here, and I made a note here, man, that that's one of the key things to look for when you get a bullish breakout of a bearish pattern. This is a bearish pattern. 64%, I believe, is the actual statistic chance it breaks down. It's high. They usually break down even a lot more than that. I'd go ahead and throw it at least 70% of the time, maybe even 80% of the time. These break down. Rising channels, rising wedges break to the downside, falling channels, falling wedges break to the upside. Really high rate. So when it goes against the norm, doesn't do what it's supposed to do, that is a key moment to look for some parabolic action. And that's what we got. Parabolic action. It's only a smaller time frame, but still, that was a nice move right there. And I think I had that over on this chart. Yeah, right here. So just from there, buying, getting in at that move, a whopping 2%. That's a lot on leverage, though. But it did help other things get a little bump, so that's kind of nice. And notice everybody is getting pretty bullish now, right? So am I bullish? Well, when I zoom out, this is what I see. This is one way to look at it, as being in a rising channel. We broke to the downside, right? But how I actually see this is what we call megaphone pattern, rising broad-end pattern that we broke to the downside of, which does not have a terrible move to the downside. I think we actually caught it right there with this measured move, 26,000. And now, the question was, when we left off the stream last night, we had this target in mind. Hey, we're headed up to here to test this area, about 28,000, right? Question is, are we going to break back into this pattern? Because if we do, oh, that's bullish. That means that this is a very possible bull trap, meaning we could get a strong move up. So we're busting back into two patterns. Well, we're busting back into one pattern and almost breaking out another one. So we got the megaphone pattern, then we also have this falling channel. And it's right where it's can break back into one and break out the other. So interesting scenario there. And there was my little forecast line that we had. So what I'd like to see here on the dailies for this 9-moving average to officially cross over that 21, that would be great. But currently price is, well, it's kind of getting rejected here at the 50 moving average. So we got to get past that to see some more upside. Lower time frames may give us a hint on that. And the 4-hour here on Market Cipher, BMC is the free version. It's what I use. Money flow is coming up into the green. Now that's always a good sign. We always want to see that, regardless of anything. Even if the charts look kind of bad, if we got money flow there, if it's coming down, it's not coming down as much. And if it's going up probably faster and quicker. So some good signs there on the 4 hours. Moving averages are looking pretty good on the 4 hour. Riding above the 9, that's a big thing for me. That 9 moving average is very important because in a strong uptrend, you're going to be riding on top of it. Starting to break away from it. Got above the 200 moving average on the 4 hour. Reclaimed that. Can we keep it? We'll have to see. That's what I'm wondering. All depends on what we do with this area. If we can hold this area at 28,000 for support, we got a chance to keep going up. But we also got a chance to get a, kind of a pullback there. Maybe throw us back to the underneath of this pattern. I don't really want to see that, but it could happen. But with the 21 crossing over the 50, that's bullish. Getting ready to cross over the 100, that's bullish. Pay attention to how that these lines cross. Now also look at the angles that they cross, because the deeper the angle, the stronger the move. So things right now are looking bullish. Now we need to take a look at the weekly candle close. So we'll jump over to the weekly and we'll flip on the regular candles. And that was it. Definitely say that is a bullish engulfing candle, and ghost this old doji that we had representing the decision. Weekly was good. Now we're still in this big Ichimoku cloud, which is kind of no man's land, but typically, even though price can fluctuate in here and looks like it's going to just start dropping, it usually spits you out on the other side. So waiting for that. But on the weekly, we are not yet above that 9. That's key. I got to see that happen. We are above the 200 on the weekly. Found support there. Good strong sign. 21. Let's turn this cloud off for a second. 21 moving average right here is moving to the upside. Crosses over that 200. That will be a very good sign. But now I want to take a look at the monthly here. Monthly's not as hot, right? Monthly is starting to get a little weak from all the pullbacks and everything that we have, but it's still doing okay. But there is a little kickback here on the 2 week. So we got this red dot on the 2 week. Stochastics are up at the top. Money flow is starting to come down. VWAP is starting to come down. Okay, so I haven't heard anybody look this far or really talking about that so much. So that could be a warning sign that, not that we're just going to dump or anything, but you know, any kind of big strong move may not happen. We may have a good fight on our hands to break out of this cloud for a little while. So good idea to keep an idea on the 2 week and also on the weekly as to how that might influence the two week. Now we'll say this on the weekly, even though money flow is in the red, it is tilted up a little bit. VWAP's starting to come up. Stochastics are starting to take a turn up. So those are some promising signs that this week might be pretty decent. But I am paying a lot of attention to the MACD here. Moving average convergence divergence indicator. Could get a bearish cross here of these two lines. Histogram was starting to come down a little bit. Could happen, but right now they're just kind of, you know, staying on top of each other, kind of riding on top of each other. So it could seriously, it could go either way here. So we just got to keep an eye on that. Now I do see, some slight bearish divergence there, but it may have played out with this downturn. And that was here to here. It's not very strong. It's stronger on the stochastics than it is on the RSI. So just some things to look at. Checking out the 3-day. 3-day looks good. Okay, so that looks promising that we might actually get a breakout of this falling channel and get a break back into this pattern. And that could easily take us up to about 159, somewhere through there. So Bitcoin looking pretty nice right now. Just got to see a few more things to give me some confirmation there. So things are looking good on the 3-day. The daily looks pretty freaking decent. This is the MACD on the daily. We got that cross that we're looking for right there. Got some nice pumps on the histogram. So the daily had a very nice, strong move there. A lot of people talking about the China narrative, because I believe it's July 1st that will be opening up. China pulled a fast one on us. Always banning Bitcoin, hating on crypto. No, it's not allowed. It's forbidden. No. And were they playing chess the whole time? Just the corner, Web3 and all that? Have you guys seen the news articles out about that? China released a white paper for Web3. They're going to take the lead in technology, it looks like, or at least that's their game plan. And I think I posted that here in the news area. Yeah, the municipal government in China releases blockchain white paper. Interesting developments there. But it could be the catalyst to get a good start of a nice move to the upside. So all eyes on that. Now, one other thing that I've got posted over to our secret Telegram group is where was it? The lounge, I believe. Oh, it was over in the chart room area, right here in the general section. Why is it not posted here? Right here. There's a watch list here that you can add to TradingView, and it's all the Chinese narrative coins, right? So to do that, you'd come over to where it says import list, and you just load it up whatever folder you save it in. It's just a simple text file is all it is. But if you just click that, it'll give you the option to download it, or do something totally crazy else here. What did you just do, man? You switched things up on me. I don't know if I've ever seen this screen before. TradingView is a lot bigger than that I have explored. I need to really take a look and see what all it has to offer. But anyway, I do have the Chinese narrative coins right here. And we can kind of take a look at those. See if anything is popping here. Not so much, but yet. Conflux is definitely one. I think we took a look at that one last night. Got a nice little breakout there, but no volume to support it, so I'm a little bit concerned about that. However, the moving averages look pretty good for it, so that one may stick. Has a good chance to stick there, I believe. My take on Conflux is that we may come up here and retest this trend line here, may get rejected about 38, 39 cents, depending on where it falls on that trend line. And it may seem some sideways and maybe a little bit of a pullback there. Just what the charts are kind of telling me there. Cocos is one. And I don't think I've charted this little guy yet. Not crazy about this pattern. It's more of an accumulation pattern. It does look like we're getting a double bottom there. Let's go ahead and mark that. So nice little double bottom scenario there. There is a measured move from that. And that would put us up to about $2.80. Possible to come out of Cocos there. So that's kind of nice. Not a really strong pattern that I can draw here. I mean, this is about the best that we can do there. Could go up to the very top, and that kind of narrows it down just a little bit. But it's technically got a breakout there, but still a lack of volume. So got to see just a little bit more there. However, the moving averages look pretty nice on that. See what they say on the 4 hour. 4 hour looks great on the moving averages. Should be getting a little bit of a pullback here, so probably retest the 21, maybe down to 161 possible. No, it at least come down to 170. That would be the non-moving average, and possibly down to 161 Cocos. And taking a trade there could possibly give you a 74% return over time, however long time it takes to get to that target. Nice double bottom, but it may still be accumulating and it may take it a while to get there. So, one to put on the radar, I would say. BitDao. Let's take a look at that one. Interesting. Now, for anybody that's not well versed in technical analysis, if you're just starting confused or don't know where to start, or just want a good simple strategy to help you keep from buying in the wrong places, Bollinger Bands. Little indicator you can get on most of the exchanges. Actually, I use it a lot on my phone. It's very helpful. But if you will put that like on the weekly and the daily, that will help you to keep from buying at the tops and selling at the lows. And let me turn some other stuff off here so we can see it a little bit better. Hopefully I won't forget to turn them back on. But let me quickly just kind of go over how this works. So the price just kind of ping pongs between these blue lines, basically. And it kind of does a little pattern. It will go up to the top, and then it will test the little middle line. And usually if it's coming from the top, it will break down and try to touch the bottom. And then it'll try to go up and touch the the middle line. If it doesn't, like in this case, we can continue on down. So it's not great for nailing bottoms or nailing tops because price can get outside of these bands, but it will definitely help you to avoid making some bad decisions. Many a times when be tempted to sell, and then I pull up a Bollinger Band, and especially on the weekly or a daily, I'm like, yeah, I'd be stupid to sell here at the bottom of a band. And so it will come back up, test those lines. If it doesn't break above it, well, we usually come back down and touch the bottom. If we get above that middle line, it usually does a retest, and that's what it did here on the weekly. Retested there and then shot to the top. Okay. So it just kind of ping pongs between them and usually gets caught on the middle line. So you just to see which way it goes. If it breaks to the upside of the middle line, good chance it's heading to the top. If it can't do it, good chance it's heading back to the bottom, and vice versa. So I just thought I'd throw that out there real quick. Very good first strategy to learn. Good for pros and newbies alike. Very dependable. Did I forget to turn anything back on? So looking for a pattern on this little guy on BitDao, it's kind of more like a downward megaphone pattern, which those are technically bullish. Take a little closer look at the moving averages, and we're trying to reclaim the 9. We're kind of sandwiched in here between those, so they're getting a little bunched up. Let's see, do we have a 200 yet? Not enough information on the weekly. On the daily, we're above the 200. That is always a good sign. Kind of still sandwiched between some moving averages there. It's a little sideways there. I don't see anything indicating a big breakout. There's some things saying that it should get another pullback. It may come back and retest this 200. But typically on these patterns, now if on the daily, when I reconstruct this, it is more of a falling channel. And those are bullish. We have about 68% chance for those to break up. And we're here at this midline, which is making a partial decline. So that's actually a good sign for BitDao. Finding support there. And we can just do a simple measured move here. And let's just give it a little time to get a good breakout there, and could be reached up right around 95 cents possibly. And that could be a possible 85% return. Not bad. Striga's in the house. Are we lifting off yet? We're trying to. It's looking promising. There's a few little things about Bitcoin that, of course, Bitcoin controls everything, so we pay attention to Bitcoin. Let me just go back to that real quick here, though. So I think we talked about it last night. Expecting price to come up about 28,000. So we're just trying to see if we can break back into this pattern. It looks like it's got a good chance. And if it can break back into this pattern, that means that this is a bull trap or bear trap. And those are always good to trade, because we should see price shoot up if it does that. Also in this falling channel, could get a breakup out of that. So it's got some bullishness to it. I just advise looking closely at the 2 week. Because the 2 week looks a little bearish. 2 week looks pretty dang bearish. But I mean, it takes this one a lot longer to play out. So, it's not going to be all just sunshine and roses. It will probably definitely come up so much, and then, I can't really predict what price would do. But I mean, maybe come up to an area here and then have to retest this and trade sideways and stuff for a little while. Give it a chance to make a nice little head and shoulders, possibly. Best to just play it down day by day and see what it does. But That's what I got. But I do like price being back in that pattern. Get a nice candle close there. Even on the 4 hour would be good. And getting back to the Chinese narrative tokens here. CTK. Just trying to see if we got any good signs on these Chinese coins yet. So I'd expect a lot of people to kind of front run that. Nothing too impressive here. We're under the 200 on the daily on that. So to me, that's bearish until we actually get above it. Not one that's really tickling my fancy right now. Let's see, there's CTX, Cortex, China's gaming blockchain coin. I should go on the weekly. Get a few support lines here. Haven't got that one cleared yet, and that one. This is going to be a tricky area somewhere right through there where the 100 moving average is coming in. I was at 21. Not seeing anything exciting that's just screaming at me here. Maybe a fallen wedge, very shallow one, which they can do pretty decent. It's a lot of wicks to cut through right there. So, I mean, if you wanted to take the big weekly jump, I mean, gosh, no telling how long that would take to play out. But Measure Move gives us 80 cents over probably a long time. Unless, you know, we get these spikes over here like we got back in November, which says it can do it. It's done it. It went from 21 cents up to $1.39, so I put it on the radar. Oh, because I thought my chat was showing on the screen there. I'm sorry. Is it not? Oh, my bad. This little update is not really working for me, man. Huh. They changed the code. Let's try that. Give me just a second. Here we go. That's better. Technical difficulties. Sometimes I think that's my middle name. So looking at DOT on the weekly, that's interesting. I don't like this with the moving averages there, but it's got a few hopeful signs here on VMC on the weekly. Stochastic's coming up. VWAP starting to head to the upside. Momentum wave looks like it's about ready to switch directions on us. Double bottom scenario there. Possibly on a shorter time frame. Easier to see there. A little bit of a lower bottom, but still good range to pick this up. No, actually it's right on par. So last time we were at this area, DOT went up 33% up to 698. Definitely could do that again. So it's definitely been a slow mover. It's just been in this $4 to $5 to $6 range for about 9 months now. It's been good for accumulating, staking this coin. A little bit of a double bottom, so we get descending triangle there, technically. That was a break of market structure there. A good sell point. And so we got this bigger double bottom and then a mini double bottom here. And it's good to see that price had a nice move today. Touching the 200 moving average on the 4 hour. Good sign. Looks like we might have a chance to reclaim that. Although we may... Which ones have we got here? So if we don't break above that, and we may not, things are getting a little top heavy. It may do a pullback before it makes another run up there. It'll first come back to retest the 21. If that fails, it will come down, or to the 9, my bad. If that fails, it will come down to the 21, which would be about 531, and then it'll bounce here between those and then eventually come back up and try to retest that 200. Moving averages are pretty cool. Watch them play out. Very helpful. Very, very helpful. Some people look at them and all they look to see if they're bunched up together and instantly say we're going to the 200. It can happen, but you got to look and see how they're crossing. And I don't hear too many people talk about that at that point. You've got to pay attention to how they're crossing and which ones are crossing. So if your smaller ones are crossing over the bigger ones, then that's a good move. But if they're crossing the other way, then you're not going to make it up to that 200, baby. The dot looking healthy, though. If we can just keep this level of support right here, that will be good. So if we can keep this and even that little candle body right there, let's just go ahead and move this line up. That'd be the easiest way. Just take out that top candle right there, 546. I like to see us hold that level. Lines up with these top wicks really nice too. Earn is another Chinese narrative. And I'm not seeing anything impressive on these Chinese coins right now. Not crazy about that. That one I think will be in accumulation for a little bit. Because they just put one of these numbers. Look how long it took it to pull another one of those numbers. You got a little time on that one. Filecoin I think we looked at last night. So if we zoom out, this should be a rounding bottom. This is not a parabolic shape, so it breaking that is not a deal breaker. It just means that you can't trust these lines as much. So as a matter of fact, I'm just going to get rid of that. Still there, but it can broaden up and become a bigger rounded shape. So trying to look for as many touches as we can. I was trying to fit that one in. And I don't like to take them and move them around. I like just how it naturally forms, and that's just me. Lots of targets up there, man. That's almost too many targets. Filecoin is not looking so bullish. It looks like it's still a little tired. It's got a good chance for price to come up to the 200. I do not like the 50. That's that blue line. Shooting for that 200 though. That's bearish. So we need a Hail Mary from Filecoin. We need that price to come up here and then keep going, so we can get these moving averages to turn that blue one up around a little bit. Monetizing data. Now that one looks a little bit better. That's interesting. So we got a double bottom there. Probably got range territory more than likely. So a little bit of a scallop shape, a little bit of rounding there. Rounding is a good sign of accumulation. I like rounding, like rounded bottoms. My mentor would always say that rounded bottoms pay the bills. Or above the 200 moving average, and that's the key thing to look for. I always check for the daily to make sure that we're above the 200. We're bullish. Then go to the 4 hour, see where we are there. Bullish, and actually that's a buy signal, not immediate buy, but that means that it's a good sign for more continued price action to go up. It may actually be a good time to buy. Really, we're retesting the 21, and it looks like it's trying to hold that area. Does have a little bit of bearish divergence there. It's got a lot of bearish divergence there, actually. Situation like this, I would draw a trend line. If I were trying to trade this, I definitely have a stop loss underneath this trend line, but I think this one's got actually a good possibility. It will at least come down and touch the 50, and so it should at least come back down to this trend line, probably about 4.7 cents. Chance to come back and retest that 200. It could happen. Sometimes it does. We really don't want to see it break that trend line. If it does, then expect it to definitely retest these two moving averages there. But it's telling me it's got a good chance to catch something here at 4.7 cents, if not at where it's at now. The only thing is money flow starting to go in the red, so it means our chances are higher of coming back down and probably tapping this bottom trend line, in my opinion. Chef is in the house. Good to see you, Chef. Glad to have you here, man. We're just checking out some Chinese coins right now. Dinosaur China coin, China's Ethereum, Neo. Neo's actually been doing pretty good. Probably can say we got kind of a rounded shape there on the bottom, maybe. I like them when they look really, really round. But, you know, if I can get some decent trend lines without having to move it around too much, that qualifies for me. Above the 200 on the daily, like it. Moving averages look pretty good. Just retesting that 100. Hopefully we can gain some momentum there. Not quite ready for that breakout, but technically in a falling wedge there. I need some colors I can see good. Can't just keep going with orange, man. It's not even my favorite. Well, I do like Bitcoin, but it's not my favorite color. I don't think green does much better. It just blends in. I do like this setup though. I do like that rounded bottoms with the falling wedge, and then use like a megaphone pattern that breaks to the downside, comes back, retest. Yeah. Actually, I like it. It's a very good accumulation pattern in my opinion. So I think Neo could have some upside here. Measured move alone would take Neo, depending on where it breaks out. I don't think it's ready to do a breakout yet. So I'm going to move it down here just a little bit. About $17. So when you take a measured move, we kind of project it, but where we think it may break out. I mean, we could put it right where the price is now, and we're closer to $18. But wherever it is, you know, when price actually does break out, then we can readjust our measured move and get a more accurate prediction there. NKN. Still in some accumulation there. China is the catalyst, is what Chef says. China can do some big things. I was saying earlier, man, I think they pulled the wool over our eyes with all this banning crypto, hating crypto. They might have had a playbook put us in check a long time ago. I heard say many, many, many years ago that was their plan to attack us economically, to take us over that way. And I'd say they strategy seems to be working pretty well. OKB? Exchange register in Hong Kong, okay. OKB is actually looking a little juicy there. Indicators. I mean, some of them are a little tired, but I see money flow starting to come up to the upside, and we're above the 50, above the 100. Just gotta get the 9 and 21 to follow suit there, and it looks like they're trying to. Chef says, "You're right. They sneaky. They are very, very clever." That or Americans are just getting dumber. I don't know. We let a balloon go over our entire nation. Well, I don't know. You know where it is, sir? Yeah, we go outside and look up. That's where it's at. That's how we're tracking it. Dumbasses. That. Yeah, we turned into snowflakes. I agree. I just don't know how crazy it's going to get. I cannot read this chart. I've got too much crap on this chart. Is this the Bitcoin chart? I've been noticing VeChain's been going up against Bitcoin, so I've been liking that. That's my whole play with VeChain. Ooh, I'm not liking this though. I don't like 50s crossing over 200s, man, especially on bigger time frames, and that little guy's trying to do that. How close are you, man? You're not there yet. But that angle, I don't see how you're going to avoid that. It's got a nice little double bottom there. He likes that. And there's our line there. We need to hold that. So I'd like to see VeChain at least hold 1978. Just a little under 2 cents there. Now, 4 hour looks good. 4 hour looks like it's getting ready to bang here. Money flow starting to come up. Getting ready to do some red light, green light here on the momentum wave. Well, daily might have some bearish overtones, but the 4 hours want to rock. Reclaim that 200. 9's getting ready to cross over that. This thing's getting ready to do something. And good. It needs to. So I'm charting this one more for Bitcoin. And I know it can double up from where it is right now in Satoshis. Well, we can possibly get up to 2.3 cents. That would be bad. Should be at least able to make that, at least. And maybe up to 2.48. Those are not unreasonable targets. Just made you red here. I mean, even FOMO went in here at 2 cents, 16%, 22%. We're so spoiled in crypto that just doesn't seem like very much, but these legacy guys would give their right arm for some of those numbers. Let's go with a bigger target here. See what you say. Just do it that way. And estimated breakout here. And where we at? I would love that. Give me about 3.5 cents. That would be awesome for VeChain. Relax it. Chef says not all of us turn into snowflakes. Chef, you see Charting Crypto? Tell him I said hi. I haven't had a chance to catch any of his streams lately. had a busy week, busy editing week. Took up a lot of time. Oh, look how they got this labeled. A bit shitcoin. The Thor. I don't even know if this one has a purpose anymore. It was kind of like the gas. But I mean, you get it just by holding vet. You're supposed to. Depending on what wallet or exchange. Sometimes the exchanges will give it to you. Sometimes they don't. I don't think I get any on KuCoin anymore. I do get an Nexus wallet. Saw a video today about somebody who had an Exodus wallet and they got hacked. Don't know the details about all that, or they don't know the details, I guess. Whether it was compromised seed phrase or what, but somebody wiped out their Exodus wallet. That kind of disturbing with all this wallet news going on. Wink. Now this one had some good runs last cycle. Looks like we could definitely get range there. Oh, but we're under the 200, so maybe trying to go for a double bottom here, but man, I gotta see these moving averages show me something just a little bit more bullish. I don't want to see the sucker keep going down. It could. So this one, good idea to give it a little time to confirm. Double bottom there. I mean, technically it's not confirmed until it gets back up here, but I mean, just see that trend changes. I found a much safer entry to front run that pattern. But this guy, has some good moves there. I was charting this. This was back February 21. Yeah. Be nice to catch another move like that. We're right back at those same levels, man. Don't know if all these coins will get those all-time highs again, but 4,600% return. That makes me really like this coin. That makes me like it. I mean, just getting up to this wick here would be a 1,600% return. Getting up to 1/10 of a penny. Wink. Might be one to put on your favorite list. Best I remember is an exchange, and I thought it was an Indian exchange. Jeff will holler at him. All right. Just seems to me that you could just guess random words and you'd eventually get something. Yeah. With the seed phrases, well, I think it's going to get a little tricky with the whole AI thing, and we see how smart that can get and how quick it can figure things out. Software wallets might have to change their strategy a little bit. I don't know. You put hackers with AI, it kind of makes me a little nervous. I think our world is going to change a lot over the next 5 to 10 years, I believe. We kind of open that box. I think there'll be some cool changes. So on the weekly, I see this more in the falling channel. Not crazy about what I'm saying on the moving averages, but this line can hold, and it has before. I mean, it's dropped down a little bit. Let's mark those. How far did that get? I need to make a note of that. I don't think I'm going to miss out on that. I mean, it could take another 20% dump. So, not personally the greatest time to get in, but it's got some signs to definitely watch it. This could be a bottoming area. I like that one. I don't have a way to start that or anything. Don't alert on that trend line. drive me crazy. EOS, that's definitely one of theirs. Not one that I'm really big on. I don't even like the chart on it, to be honest with you. Bottom out and then found on your low. Just doesn't look promising to me. I don't like that. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Scams and jacks are prevalent. Oh gosh, we hadn't even got into scam season yet. Yeah, when things start getting bullish, you'll see scams everywhere. I haven't seen any of those commercials on YouTube in a little while. Where they're trying to get you to click on the QR code or go visit the website. The whole send me 1 ETH and I'll send you 2. I'm glad I was getting so pissed off a couple years ago because I'm like, why can't you stop this? How can you not stop this from happening? YouTube, Google, whoever. Is this JST? Is that Justin's son? Is that Justin? Oh well, maybe a double bottom. Forest Plus. Now that's one that I've played before, and I thought it had some decent runs. KuCoin is the best place to chart it or not. It's flat as a pancake right now, man. Still over here in this previous bottom that it had back in 2020. So back at all-time lows again, looks like. Now it had a run up last cycle, but it didn't make its all-time high. But run up to 24 cents from this level that's at. Almost 9,000% return, man. And it may not make it back up there again, but it should at least come up to 12 cents by Dow theory. And maybe up to 15 cents. Where would that put us? Let's see, this was the 6 one day, right? That little guy, yellow. I mean, I could settle for 9,000% return. I could put $1 in and be okay with getting 10,000 out. I'm cool with that. Or even 7,500 on a dollar trade. I would be cool with that. It's crazy when you see those numbers. But that's a nice rounded shape, and that had to turn around a lot quicker than what we got going on right now. Right now it is still flat. It's done numbers before. Nothing here that's really just making me want to, giving me any sign that it's a good time to jump in. Yeah. But, you know, Chinese coin. It's made big gains before. Might be worth putting on the radar. And here, this is on the weekly. This is the weekly. This is not the daily, the 4 hour. This is the weekly. This sucker's going to take a while. But it's got some signs, possibly. It's got a few good little signs there. It might get a bump up on the weekly. Still don't like how the moving averages are. I've got to see more from that. I'd rather, a safe play, I think, on this one would be to wait for the breakout because, you know, but it, what is that, 2/10 of a penny versus 4/10? I mean, sure, you didn't double your money, but hey. So you don't get 7,000% return, you may only get 5,000. I can deal with that. Rather than writing that sucker down. ANC, that was a disappointment. This one's got to show me something because I just ain't gonna believe it. Flat line bottomed out down here. See, I see that flipping that trend line, so it's above it, but it still doesn't have enough juice to make it go anywhere for a breakout. And even if you extend that trend line here, which is valid with those touches, just ain't saying nothing there. All right, I think I'm done with Chinese narrative. Strega says, I'm okay with $7. So the degen area there, let's see what we got on top 100 there, or top 800. Tenna, that's one that I want to look at. I don't know where I find it yet. Oh, it's on KuCoin. Okay, cool. Saw that one was making a move and I don't know anything about it. It's this one, right? It's not 10. It's oh, hurt my eyes, man. Near, skyrocket. $10 million market cap. Okay. Interesting. 1.2 billion. I just love those billions, don't you? Still is better than 450 trillion. So I'm cool with that. 48 million is supposed to be out. Tenant partners with Anchor to unlock new opportunities, foster the widespread adoption of liquid staking derivatives. So are we with liquid staking in play? Those have got some promise. Player 1 tenant partners with Conflux and QTum to expand in China. And it's rocking. This one's been out how long? Not long, okay. Well, this one to rock. I don't know that it's a good time to get in. That looks like a good area to get in, though. Just right around 19 cents. Comes back and retests that 9 moving average. Possibly. It's hard to tell. That should be valid. Yeah, that works. So candle bodies to candle bodies. That one kind of broke out, but then we were back in the pattern again. But just keeping that angle and trend line there. I'm actually cool with that. We can actually straighten it up here a little bit on the 1 hour. Can I do that without getting too off? Yeah, we can do that. So just not enough gusto yet to break out of this pattern. So yeah, I think actually we're probably looking at coming back to this level. About 19.5 cents on that one. This one might be an interesting play. I'm going to actually set an alert on that one. So if it breaks to the upside, we got a measured move, but if it breaks to the upside, I'll be looking for more than that measured move because that could mean parabolic activity when we break bullish in a bearish pattern. What we just saw in the 50-minute on Bitcoin. right before we got that big pump. That's exactly what it did. Something just like that. So up to 31 cents. So 19 to 31 cents, 61% return. If it plays out that way, that'd be cool. I could deal with that. A little bit of confluence there with those two, Fibonacci and the measured move. But I'd be interested. I would say it would have an easier shot to hit this 618 area if it does break to the upside of that. So maybe up to 36 cents. Just saying. Let's go ahead and mark that one too. This one's interesting to me. But look at ARPA. Let's take a look. I'm going to post that one. Right, so ARPA. Oh, had a nice little pump there, didn't it? A couple of days ago. How are we doing the weekly? A little tired on the weekly, maybe? A little. I do like how money flows slowly coming to the upside there. I like how we're getting through that cloud. Or trying to get through that cloud. Moving averages are looking promising. I think that's the 200 just now showing up. And so that's the 21 crossing over that. I like that. So I think we're just going to retest this 100. At least on the weekly, things look fairly decent. Money flow is coming up on the 3-day. It's got some signs of tiredness there too, though. But money flow coming up is a good sign. Dwindling a little bit there on the daily. So yeah, I think there's a very good chance we come back to about right at 6 cents there. So retest the 21 here on the daily and the whatever that was on the weekly. Mark there. So 4 hour. So we got some divergence here on the waves. Maybe a little bit. It's not the strongest divergence there, but a little bit there on the RSI. And another target there at the 100. Be a nice little area. Since we've lost the 50 and we're under the 9 there, we'll definitely be hitting one of these two. Don't really have a strong pattern or anything to go here. We just kind of a little bit of a scalp, a rounded top there. And we just lost the 618 from that swing low to swing high. So that gives a little bit more confluence for this area here at the 786. And possibly down to the 886. Because we do have some moving averages that are also coming in at those areas too. It's not in all this time since all this time. It's only going back not very far at all since I'm on the 4 hour. it's never really came back to the 100 yet, so that may be where it catches. It's the first place I would look for it to catch traction. It may not actually come back to the 200. But doesn't mean that it's going to get a bounce and just take off, though. It may be going through some accumulation there for a little while. Just my take on that. See if we can finagle any other information out of this. Not really. And that trend line gives us some more confluence. Just depending on how long it takes to get there. I'm shooting for the 786, I believe, about 6.5. About 6.5 cents there. It's kind of what I'm getting out of it. Jeff says he likes the cloud. Good indicator. Cloud gives me peace of mind, man. It just helps me to keep up with what side of the fence I should be on, or I don't know. I don't use it. Everything in the Ichimoku cloud. I just got the cloud itself. None of the Tenkin and Zankin and all that. All those lines and averages, but it does. It helps. It helps out a lot. No problem, my man. No problem, my man. Oh, what was it? Oh, one of my dark horses has been doing pretty well. Ori Chain, 422. I was hoping we'd get a chance to buy it back again down here about 318. I'm not so sure that's going to happen anytime soon. Could still happen, but it's still on a strong run, riding above the 9 moving average, and doesn't look like it wants to change its mind anytime too soon. It's starting to get a little bit of parabola there, just a little bit. Not the greatest. Actually, that. Oh man, are you gonna tell me that the parabola's broken? Don't tell me it's broken. Could be broken. It may be coming up, may do a double top, come back down there, but I like it when number go up. It's like we had some measure moves up here about $6 if possible, from the falling wedge with the bear trap. So that was the pattern I was looking at there on the bigger time frames. Never did make it down here, man. $2. Never did. That was my hope in the video. I thought, oh, we'll come down here, but it's too strong to get down there. We see some bigger prices up here. Getting a little rejection here on the daily at the 100, so that's where we're struggling. But man, I like the moving averages on the daily. I like the way that 9 crossed over that 200. We can just get these other two to cross back over it. So until I see a break above this area, 434, break above that 100, I'm just going to assume that we're kind of range here between, the 50 somewhere. Probably just right above my buy target and there. More than likely is how it play out. Not going to let me buy you at 350. But it's been doing good. The AIs have been doing pretty good. AGIX, I think we looked at that almost every night, but it's... my chart. Oh, that's right. It's only with Bitcoin and Ethereum over on the KuCoin, unless you're doing. I could have sworn you had US dollar on this. You do. Not much has changed since I think we looked at it last night. Still right in the same range. Looks like it got up to about 32, almost 33 cents. There's a simplified version. If we can't get above that, we're coming back down to a buy zone. But if we can get above, break out of that rising channel, it's on. At least for a little while. But looks like we broke to the downside of this rising wedge and doing a bearish retest. So maybe getting some downside here on AGIX, and that just means more accumulation. Still adding to this bag when we get around the 25 cent area. 25 to 27, I can handle that. That's my buy zone. All right, guys, if you got anything you'd like me to take a look at, I'll be more than happy to do it. Give you a few minutes to throw something out if you're interested. And if not, we may just call this one a night. I mostly just wanted to come on here and just take a look at Bitcoin and see what it's doing and try to get a feel for how shaky things will be tomorrow, if they're going to manipulate us like they normally like to do on these weekends, holiday weekends. They like to manipulate us any chance they get, it seems like. I think it's getting a little harder with more people holding on to their Bitcoin now, though. And if any of you guys are looking for a new wallet, Tangem's worth checking out, seriously. I thought the little guy would go off. He's just going to stay there forever and point to that, isn't he? Interesting. Okay. So did Solana finally get a breakout? Do we have volume with that breakout? A little bit. Volume's coming down, prices going up. I don't like that. That looks like a weak one to me, but it's hiding right above the 9 on the 4 hour. It got rejected the 200 moving average, so may see 2025. What is that? May drop a quarter, if anything, or more. It could drop more. Looks like he's got a chance there. If it gets a little bit more maybe consolidates, does a little pullback retest idea. Solana may have something in there. Let's see what we got on the daily. Daily is Stokes are at the top, but you know that happens. You can only go so far with stochastics. I do like the MACD. Starting to get a little bullish there. So that looks promising. Solana may get a little bit of upside there. Yeah, we can definitely take a measured move for the following wedge that is in, and that would put us up at about 25.46. See if we got any confluence with that, with our Fibonacci there. And that's at the 886 level. Two other areas would be 2333. Could find some resistance there. And 2457. Could find some resistance there as well. But Solana may finally get a little bit of upside. 14%. 20% measure move. I think we had 24%. Solana could use a break. They could also use a little bit more reliable uptime. I say that out loud. Jeff says, I think we pump on Tuesday. I think you might be right. Stringer says, thanks for the live. All right. Guys, I'm going to call it a night. Appreciate you for joining me. Thanks for your support. Thanks for hanging out with me on a Sunday. Be blessed, guys. Be blessed. I guess I'm going to wear out this new little video I got. So we'll just let this be the exit here. Chef says he hates Solana. I'm not a big fan either.
I don't always
Good night, everybody.
make videos, but when I do, I always prefer Road Dog Crypto. Trade wisely, my friends.
Gary was a man who thought he could rule crypto, sharing at the SEC.
You like what you see. Well then, please subscribe, eh? And if you like what I do, then smash that like button too.
Are you trying to find financial freedom by trading and investing in them there cryptocurrencies? But are you having a hard time being profitable and making them winning trades? Well, you can get all that knowledge and a whole lot more just by watching the Crypto Chart School playlist over here at the Road Dog Crypto channel. You just go right down here where it says Chart School, you click that full playlist, and voila! They got all the knowledge right there.